everyone, how are you? This is Fiona from Lavender Blu. Thank you for joining me again. Today is hashtag Fiona spreading kindness. So after we've made a little project, I will draw out the winner from last week's video. And if you'd like to win some happy mail from me, just comment below this video with the words or hashtag Fiona spreading kindness. And if you want to, you can write a little story about when you last showed somebody a random act of kindness. That is just optional, but if you'd like to do that, that would be great. So I will draw out the last week's winner when we've done a little project. So I am working still in my neutral journal, and this is using, whoops, sorry, I'm just trying to get the camera straight. This is using the Neutrals journal kit that is in my Etsy shop. I'll link that below. So I thought I'd just come in and do a page spread today. So I'm going to do a little flippy out thingy. This is the journal so far. And I've got these beautiful vintage, what are they, like table mats or kind of doilies with this beautiful what do you call it, embroidery on there, and I've made a pocket in the front and the back with the half of one of those. And in the front I've put our vintage button. This was a freebie Friday last week, and this is the challenge in the Facebook group this week. If you watch my previous video, you can get all the details on how you can download the button cards, because they are a free printable. So I've put that one in there, and now I've obviously sewn all my papers in. I've got a mixture of papers. I've got the printables, I've got tea dye, another printable, then I've put some of this, sorry about the noise in the background, it's my washing machine, cicada wing paper, just for something different. And then I've added some mulberry paper here, beautiful, and some craft paper. I think that's all the types of papers I've put in the actual signatures. So I want to do something on this page, so hold on a sec. I just took a sip of my coffee and I'll just move it out the way. So what I've done so far is I've taken one of the extra pages that I've printed and I've just cut it down to the size that I think I want for my flip out. So, and then what I've done is with the extra side bit, I think I folded about 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch, and that is going to be my hinge. And then I'm going to have something in here like a pocket and do something here as well. So it's not set in stone yet. It's kind of still making it up as I go along, but if you've watched me, you know that that's what I tend to do. So I feel like I need to put a bit of ink on the edge of this page, because you can see the white core of the page, and I like to just ink that, and I'll do the same thing on here. Now, if you're wondering, I've printed my pages onto 200 GSM printer paper. So it's a little bit thicker than normal paper. And I've done that because I like the pages to be a little bit sturdier, but also if I'm making something such as a flip out or, you know, a pocket or something similar, I don't have to then mat it onto cardstock, you know, to make it firmer, because it's already on a fairly firm paper. Having said that, with my journal cards, I still back them with something like a coffee dyed paper or a craft paper. Now, so what I'm going to do first though is I'm going to just miter these corners. It's not necessary, but I just always think that looks a little bit neater. There's a couple of different ways you could attach it. So what was I thinking? I was thinking of folding that back and then gluing it on there like that. And then whatever I put on here, I can cover this up. The other way is to tuck it under, but then you would see it on this side. But if you want this as a little tuck, that's actually a good idea, isn't it? You could have that as a little tuck, but I don't think I will this time because I don't want to cover that up. So I'm just going to attach my glue down here. Hoping that this one's going to work for me today. This is just a PVA glue, nothing special. Just wanted it, my PVA in a needle tip bottle because on little projects like this you don't really need a lot of glue, and with a bigger tip I tend to waste a lot of glue. So let's just make sure that's covered. There we go. And so let's glue this down. Just kind of centering it, top and bottom. And we are down. Now inside, I haven't cut it out yet. Let's see. I have the other half of the page that I used. Now, do I want... Yes, I'll leave that at the top because that can be a little decoration behind the pocket, whatever I put in the pocket. So I want to cut this down just to fit on the page really. So let's just... In case you don't know what the name of this is in junk journal terms, it's what you would call a tip-in. It's a tip-in because it's something that you've added in, but it is a flip out. Okay, if that makes sense. So that's going to fit nicely. I just need to cut some off the bottom. Let's turn this around. I'm leaving probably about 1/8 of an inch gap around each page edge. So maybe a little bit more off the edge, otherwise I could have trouble turning or folding the page, flipping the page, as in this bit here and this edge here. That's good. Does look a tiny bit crooked, doesn't it, on this side? probably say, well, why don't you use your paper trimmer, because you can get a straight edge. But just for me, for doing a quick project like this, getting my big paper trimmer and putting the paper in and then measuring and then having to put it away, it takes more time than just doing it this way. So let's get the ink on. Now if you wanted to though, you could, another idea is to cut this smaller, maybe cut it 2/3 smaller, 1/3, sorry, and then make this a pocket, a side pocket. That's another idea, but that's not what I'm doing today. So there's lots of little, you know, flippy flappy ideas that you can do in your journal, and some of them you can make them quite fun, you know, as in having a nice interactive element on your page. So that's going to go there just like that, and you might need a bigger bit of glue this time. I think this is my tacky glue. A little bit in the middle. Sorry about my washing machine. It's very old and I don't know, I think it's on its way out, so it's very noisy. So, okay, got that glued down. So, what I want to decide is, where do I want my pockets? I don't think I want one on the front. And I think I'm going to put, we have a pocket from the ephemera kit here, or it's part of the complete kit. Yeah, I think I want this pocket on here. So obviously all you need to do is fold on the score lines. And I need my bone folder. Where's that? Here it is. So quick and easy pockets, just score that on the fold line. Now sometimes these edges come up a bit higher, so it's just a matter of trimming that one off. Okay, and putting our glue on the back, on the tabs. And some ink there. And there, down there. If I could make this part go faster, I would. As long as I've got all the way down my edges. put my... Only thing is with this, my eyes are terrible. I have got my glasses on, but oh, there we go. Okay, so I want to put this one on this outside flap here. So I'm just centering it roughly. And then because we've got the little like hinges or tabs there, it makes you have a little bit more room in your pocket than just gluing it down flat. Now, and I think I've got a couple of tags and things from the kit that can go in there. Let's see, what have we got? So, yep, they fit. This one's a bit wide, I think, is it? Yep. Some little journaling cards. Okay, let's cut out a tag. Maybe a couple of tags. Got some labels here, so possibly we could also use a label on the pocket. Yeah, I think I will. So now normally I would back these rather than just leaving them like that. And I will do that later. Or should I do it now? I was going to say, for the sake of keeping the video a bit shorter, maybe I'll do that later on. Let's see what paper I've got here. Oh, I did find me some craft paper. Okay, so it's not going to take much for me to glue that down there. And when I'm off camera, I will sew around these. But for now, let's just back them. I do it because I like the journaling cards and tags to be just that little bit more sturdy, and because I like the look of them when they're sewn around as well, with, you know, got some substance to them, you know, and it's just adding a bit more decoration, isn't it? But whatever's your style. You know, I know some people just like using them as they are, and I have done that, and probably mainly for, you know, speed I've done that, but I do prefer to do this. I'm just trying to find my wipe. So yeah, packing them. And because I don't, if I'm making a vintage journal, I don't particularly want the bright white on the back, but you could ink it. I can't coffee dye the back because my printer is an inkjet printer, which means that if you get the ink wet, it will run. So that's that. But I actually did watch a video recently of somebody showing you how you can actually seal your inkjet pages, so that if you get water on there or a liquid on there, they will not run. So I'm going to give that a go, and then I'll show you guys if that works, because sometimes it would be really handy to be able to coffee dye the back of your inkjet pages without having to worry about that. And I know you can print onto coffee dyed paper. I've done that before too, but it's not always, it doesn't always turn out the colour you want, or, you know, it mutes the colours, which sometimes is good. But it, you know, it's not always guaranteed that it's going to run through your printer properly either, unless your page is fairly flat. But yeah, that's definitely another option. So let's cut this. And this. I won't do a lot of decorating today in the video. I'll just wanted you to give an idea of a page layout. Adding a tip in and some pockets. Okay, so they're all done. I just need a bit of ink, and later on I will sew around them. Let me just punch a hole in this one. Just use this. Looking for my pokey thing. Oh, there it is. Some paper in there. Put a hole in here and add some ribbon, shall we? I could do an eyelet. Do I need an eyelet? Where's my, I know what I want, my reinforcement rings. I normally have my reinforcement rings handy, so of course I can't find them when I want them, so just have to do without that for now. So later I won't put the ribbon in now because I'm only going to have to take it out again, but I'll show you what I was trying to use. Was this like a nice sheer ribbon, and you know, a creamy and colour with bits of gold, so I would use that when I've put in an eyelet or found my reinforcement rings. But that's what I'm going to put into that pocket. I can't remember if I inked them, did I? Well, they're definitely inked now. Okay, so let's put these in here. That one, I've got this one, and then this one. There we go. Up here might need maybe a label or some words or something, I would think. But let's put a label onto the actual pocket. So, yep, this is part of the ephemera, so I'm going to use one of these ones. while I'm here, I'll just mention, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been adding a lot of my printables to my Ko-fi shop, or my Ko-fi page, which is always linked below the video on YouTube. So if you go to my Ko-fi page, I not only have some of my shop kits in there, but I also have all my freebies on there, all my most recent freebies. And you know, it's also kind of like a blog where I can add updates and embed videos and all kinds of things. So I want to start using my Ko-fi a lot more. And the other thing is that if you purchase my kits from my Ko-fi, they are a little bit cheaper than on Etsy. It's just because of all the fees that Etsy charges. So that is why. There we go, that's that page. And what else was I going to say? Okay, so I think what I wanted to do was I wanted to put a side pocket here. Or shall I put it here? I think I'll put it over here maybe. And I'll cut out this this decorated bit. So yeah, what was I saying about my Ko-fi? Yeah, so I am adding a lot of my printables over there. And I might promote my Ko-fi page a bit more, because there is also a subscription if you wanted to pay $6 a month to support me. You know, that obviously helps me to keep printing and keep producing printables, and because I pay for my Photoshop. I use Photoshop. Anyway, but in that $6 a month, you will get every month a kit that is only exclusive to members. I won't be selling it anywhere else. And so you'll get that free every month, and you'll get some kind of a tutorial to go along with that. But that I haven't started. You can also already support me for $6 a month, and there is exclusive printables already on there for those that are supporting me. But there's also my freebies that are there for everybody. So anyway, just check that out. Now, which way do I want to put this? Doesn't really matter, does it? But I think I like it this way for some reason. I'll get my circle punch and put just a little notch there so you can see that it's a pocket, or get things in and out easily. Try to center that. I know what I'll do. Fold it, add a little mark there, and now I can't see it, but there you can find the center. There we go. If you've got a bigger punch, all the better, because then you'll have a bigger one of those. So I'm just going to put ink on this. So we've got a tall pocket here, or a side pocket. So I'm just going to glue here, here and here. And there's our pocket. Okay, so we've got, so we turn over this page and then we've got a little flippy thing. We've got a pocket here with a few things in it, and we've got this pocket here. So as far as what I'm going to put in there, I may make a big journaling card because I really like the big ones. Just seeing what other paper I've got here. So I've got a nice one here, which is one of the kind of collagey ones with some lace here, and let's just see, maybe I could make a large journaling card out of this one. You've got the halfway point here, you've got the line that you can cut down. That makes it easy. I think I want this piece because it's got that lace at the top there. I'm going to cut the height I'm going to cut it off the bottom, so hopefully that's about right. Cut the white edges off, and it needs to be a bit thinner. Let's see. So I need to come in to about here, I think. And once again, this will be backed and it will be sewn around. And I obviously haven't done any decorating, but I will do that off camera. You know, adding bits of lace and fabric and bling and what else? Maybe some charms and all that kind of thing. I will do later. I just wanted to give you an idea of a interactive page. So just making sure that will slide in. Only just. Let's cut that down a bit more because. Then the last thing I'll do with this one is also round the edges. And I'm just going to put my little, open that up a little. And that will slide in there. Okay. So that's all I'm going to show you, but as I said, I will be backing this, I'll be decorating everything up, I'll be doing some sewing, but I just thought I'd show you what I was going to do on that page, and hopefully you can get some ideas for adding your own tip-ins. and making some interactive page elements. Okay, so now that we've done that, it's time to draw the winner of hashtag Fiona Spreading Kindness. So here we go. I only had a few on last week's video. Let's see how many we get. Oh, and by the way, last week's video, the winner, I can't think of her name offhand. I don't think I've got it here, but the lady or the person who was the winner hasn't contacted me, so I haven't been able to send you any happy mail. So please, if you do win, I need you to contact me with your postal address so I can actually send you some happy mail. So if you commented on last week's video and you haven't watched it, or the one before, but you haven't watched last week's video, please go and watch to see if you're the winner. Okay, and you can contact me through Facebook Messenger or Instagram Messenger as well. Okay, so let's give this a little stir. And whoop, my hand in, and there it goes. So the winner of Happy Mail from me to you is Angela Garza 3964. Angela Garza 3964. So Angela, congratulations, and if you are watching, please contact me via the Facebook or Instagram. Lavender Blu Journals, Lavender Blu Art. You will find me. My links are below the video, so that'll take you straight there. Just send me a message so that I've got your address. Okay, so if you want to win, guys, please comment below this video with hashtag Fiona Spreading Kindness. And thanks very much for being with me again today. I appreciate you, and I hope that I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.